Good morning, everybody. I've just give you a little clue there to the concept of my new journal that I'm just about to show you. It's obviously that was the intro to the theme Outlander. So this is my newest journal. It's called Claire's Journal. I know I'm a bit late to the party with Outlander. During lockdown, I know we've all been watching box sets and series and catching up and stuff, and how I missed this series the first time round I'm still not sure, because it's the sort of thing I would love anyway, with it being historical and set in Scotland. Friend recommended it to me, and yes, I'm absolutely hooked. We're miles behind. Like, I've just watched the first season and I'm halfway through the second, but I've just absolutely fell in love with it. And as soon as I started watching the first episode, my mind was like whirring, and I thought, oh, I can see journals here, and I can see this, I could do this. You know, as you do when you get inspired by something. But for the first one, I'm going to do a series of Outlander journals, I think. But for the first one, I didn't really want to go down the traditional Scottish route with tartans and beautiful scenery and things. I was more fascinated with Claire and her love of herbs and nature and healing. So why I called it Claire's Journal, it's Claire's little notebook sort of thing, where she'd keep all her notes about herbal remedies and nature and herbs and best time to pick them, etc. So that's basically what this is. And as Claire's been accused of witchcraft in the past, she's quite reluctant to keep this book on view, so she has it hidden and she hides it in the forest, and she keeps it in a little pouch, and this pouch obviously has got a little bit moss in it, because she hides it in a little hole that she's found in one of the trees, and it's covered with, like, obviously with greens and stuff, so it has a tendency to look a bit mossy, so she keeps this on to protect it. It's just covered with shut with a little bit of twine. Here the key to the journals is quite significant for Claire, because, as you know, in the series, her wedding ring is made by Jamie from a key, so it's quite in keeping with Claire's sort of wedding ring, and it means something to Claire. The journal itself is a design team project for, I'll just put these out of the way, for Artymaze. It's using her collaboration kit with Tracie Fox, and it's called Nature's Remedies, and I just thought it was absolutely perfect for this journal, because it's very herbal and natural looking, and it's just a lovely kit to work with. I will put a link below to both ladies' Etsy shops, because the digitals on it are absolutely gorgeous, and I've used this before and I wanted to use it again. So when I decided I was going to do like Claire's journal, it just seemed the perfect kit to use it with. The book measures 8.5 by 5.5. It has 3 signatures, and it has 64 pages front to back. I've kept the cover sort of quite plain, and the back, it's just I'm not in frame here, am I at all? Sorry about this. It's just scrunched like tissue paper up. I painted it black, and then I just picked up little bits of ridges using gilding wax, and then it's been varnished over, so it's quite tough and durable. It'd have to be if it's surviving being in the forest, wouldn't it? The front, I have just used this image which is called Dance of the Druids, and I remember in the series Claire watching this ceremony with her husband Frank and being fascinated, and I also too love this opening scene. So many times I always go back and replay it again and watch it on YouTube. I just love it. I just love the lighting and the camera work on it, and it's very magical and mystical. Love it. I've just put a dangle on the side here which can be removed. It's only on a paper clip, but I am going to replace it with a more I've just ordered some Tim Holtz bulldog clips, and I'm waiting for them to arrive, so that will be replaced with a more rustic looking one, which I thought keeping in with the journal a bit more. I've just put a little tassel on the side which is made up of a little like glass bulb. You probably won't be able to see this here, but it has got a little dandelion in. The camera, I don't think, will pick that up. There's a little bottle here with some potion, herbal stuff that Claire keeps, and just some little green beads and green vine and some twine. But like I said, it does come off if it's a bit too dangly, because I know they're not everybody's cup of tea. I've tried to keep it quite rustic and what I'd call sort of green and a bit tatty looking, because that's how I would imagine Claire's journal to look like. The front page, I've just done a little pocket with burlap, and I've just used some cheesecloth trims which I've stained up using forest green distress spray. Oh, and as well as Tracie Fox and Artymaze Nature's Remedies, I've used some of Mrs. Cogg's tea cards. I just thought these went perfect with the journal, because they're like different herbs, and it tells you the uses and what for. Like yarrow, you'd use it for cold, flu, immunity, detoxify, antiseptic, mugwort. I've got a little stag tag here which reminds Claire of Scotland. Here I've just made a little journaling card which has got a little fern, and it's just been collaged up, and a little notebook which Claire would obviously keep some notes and stuff in, and obviously the book here just put like herbalist and remedies, which is basically what the journal is about. Love this first page, and it's just been collaged up. It's already been done for you, had nothing to do to it, with just different herbs and extracts, Mason's extracts of herbs. I just love it. There's plenty of space in it for writing in this journal, because I would imagine if you were a herbalist or anything, you want to write notes of how stuff worked and how you made them up. A couple of book pages in. Another page here, which I really love as well. This little picture I found in an art book, and it's by Molly, but I just thought the colours went in perfect, and I've just put it in as a little top flip. Another book page. I've left everything hanging because I did want this to have a very rustic feel to it, and I didn't. But anything that, you know, threads and things can be cut off if the recipient doesn't like it. This book, actually, I'm going to list in my Etsy shop today. I did put it on Etsy yesterday, and a few people have inquired about it, and if they haven't got back to me by today, I will put it into my Etsy shop. Another one of these Mrs. Cogg's tea cards, dandelion root. I've done an altered paper clip there with one of the tickets from the kit. This page is also from the kit. I just love that. I just love the colours in this. It's very green and natural and botanical. It's a lovely kit. Now I have made up some of these. These are just little, I pressed some flowers last year, and I've just taken all my pressed flowers out, and I pressed some ferns and stuff. So I thought, no, I want to use them in my journal. So it's just a little round, like a tag thing. But Artymaze last week really inspired me. She'd made some like little round circles, and she'd done stuff on them, and I just thought they were lovely. So I thought I'll just have a play, and I've just put some cheesecloth, and I've gessoed them, and I've got a couple of journaling cards. Some of these I've used are from the Ferns and Mushrooms kit. I forgot to mention from Artymaze as well. Little tag which I've just collaged up using, I think these are from the Ferns and Mushrooms kit. Sorry about that, I thought I'd only used the one kit in it, but I have put a few little bits of leftovers. And then I've used some of Artymaze spring words. Now these are free on a Facebook group. There's a lot of freebies on it, but they're lovely. They're like little proverbs about spring, and it says here, a kind word is like a spring day. And I have mentioned, and I still feel that I'm in winter, but I'm heading towards spring a bit. I'm trying to get in the mood for spring. So I think my next journal is going to be very spring-like. Some more book page. tea stain writing paper. These two are lovely pages, and I just love them. I just love how they feel as well. This really is a lovely kit. If you're into nature and botanicals, it's just perfect. Some more of this, just basically bits of threads and stuff that I've dyed. Love this page too. And on the back there's still leaves plenty of space for writing. Oh, and I've just remembered and all, this is one of Artymaze's eco papers as well. But I just thought I had some of these left over, and I just thought these work perfectly. Small plain writing paper. Some large tags which I've backed. I won't pull them off, but they are quite large, and so they do leave plenty of room for writing at the back. Oh, it's really cold here today, so if you can hear a lot of blustery noise in the back, it's the wind and it's quite howling out there. Another one of these tea cards. Some of the pages I've sort of ripped because I wanted it to look very rustic and sort of tatty really. Because I imagine that's what Claire's journal would look like. I can't believe how far behind I am with Outlander. I just can't believe why I didn't pick up on it when it came out. But I don't always have a lot of time for watching TV. I sort of tend to watch series and things that catch my eye, and obviously in this lockdown I've caught up on quite a lot. Another altered paper clip. It's just got a journaling card in. I've just made here another journaling card, which I've just layered up with some of my dried flowers, ferns, and I've just put a little bit of cardstock. No, what's that? Well, you know, that packaging stuff. God, I can't remember anything today. Book page, but you can write on the back of it. Got another journaling card underneath, elderberry. Dill. I love how these papers named all the herbs. I grew some dill last year in my garden and it just went wild. I had a load of it. So I started making some tea out of it and stuff. I can't wait to get back in my garden and sort my herb garden out. And this year I'm growing a lot more vegetables and fruit bushes. I've got bored with the lawn, so I'm turning it into more of an edible garden, sort of more of a kitchen garden. I've just folded this out. I've paper clipped a lot of stuff in because I realise people like to take things out and put their own stuff in. So that does come out and you can always replace it. And underneath you can write. Here I've just got one of these little Tim Holtz die cuts in where I've just put a couple of journaling cards in. These, I don't know where I got them from. I think they're off Pinterest, but they were lying about in my stash, so I thought, I am trying to use bits and pieces up, so I thought I'll get them in. Here I've got, it's a little page and it's all about herbs and what you can use them for. There's like grapefruit, mint, chamomile, lemon balm, like eases anxiety, improves sleep. So it's a nice little information about how to use herbs and what you can use them for. Here I've just done another one of these little circles where I've just got a little, I dried some chamomile off last year and I've used some of the little spring words from Artymaze freebie, flowering and growth, which I think sums up spring very well. Another little tea card and one of these journaling cards from the Nature's Remedies kits, which I love. I love these collaboration kits because everyone I think who does digitals, which, well, I don't even know where you would begin doing a digital because I'm useless at stuff like that, and I'm just so glad there's ladies out there that do it. That really helps sort of artists to work with stuff that I can't do myself, but where you get your ideas and from, well, they're just amazing. And I love these eco papers as well. They're just lovely. Another tag, these are the jumbo tags, they are quite large. And here I've just done a little, there's just a little envelope where I have shoved some journaling cards in, like valerian root, marshmallow, like I said, all these can be taken out so the journal can be less bulky. I just think people like to make the journals their own. I am actually on the 3rd signature now. This is this paper I was telling you about, Herbs for a Charming Tea Garden. I have a little patch of mine which I call my tea garden, my herbal tea garden, and I grow stuff like lemon verbena and pineapple sage, and I grow all the different mints. I grow chocolate mint, strawberry mint, peppermint, spearmint, but I just think they make lovely teas, and plus the mints I use in my mojitos as well, but that's another story. Another chamomile tea card. And I've just made a little tag up here using scraps really, and some mushrooms, some tags, and it's just been put onto some corrugated card. And at the back, another little journaling card. Here I've just done a little side tuck with some more cards in. And like I said, there's loads of these in these little thing, but I just thought they looked like mossy and like a woodland journal should look like. I meant to put a journaling card in this one, so I just used that. It just, you can put cards in them and take them out. That's what I love about journaling cards and tags. I do think if you don't want to write in your journal, which I do write in mine, but I don't always write on some of them. I just fill them up with papers, journaling cards, and I attach papers myself, and I keep notes in some. But that's another little of these round tags, which I've used as a tuck spot. Here I've used a page from an old book I found called The Path of Magic, but it's got some lovely images in it, like understanding the forces of nature, which I think Claire would have had in her journal. And I love the scene in Outlander when she makes a little room up and it looks like a really old-fashioned apothecary. Absolutely love it. Like I said, I'm halfway through the 2nd series now, and I can't wait to see how this ends, although I don't want to know how it ends. And I'm worrying now, what will I watch when it does end? And I'm also never even read the books, so I think I might hunt the books out after I've watched it and see are they any different, because sometimes books and that can be so very different to the TV, so I'd just like to see where they're in keeping. Here I've just put a little, with some scraps of paper I had left over, I've just popped a journaling card on it, but once again it is removable. It didn't want to bulk the journal up too much with stuff that doesn't come out. Gorgeous paper, which has got lavender, and it's all been collaged up for it. It's just simply beautiful, this kit. Here now I'm on the back cover, so I've just made a little side pocket where I've just filled up with tags. So there's a couple of tea cards, some journaling tags, white willow bark. These come in the kit as well. You could either put, I was going to put some extra pages in it, but I was worried the journal was getting a bit too bulky, but you could add if you wanted yourself, or you could use it just keeping notes or little cards in, whatever. Your journals are very personal, I know that, and some people don't even like to write them at all, and that's fine, but I think Claire would have wrote in her journal. Right, that's actually the end of it now. See how long I've waffled for. 20 minutes, I'm getting on here a bit. Right, thank you for watching along with this today, and I hope you're all keeping well. We've got a little bit of a pathway out of lockdown here in the UK. We're now looking at sort of March, schools are going back, April, hopefully shops are opening and being able to meet up with friends outdoors in a beer garden, or a cafe where we could sit outdoor, and hopefully by May you can meet up with people indoors. We'll wait and see, but hopefully we will all get back to normal soon. Once again, take care, catch you all soon, bye.